Across the country, communities are facing a severe and unpredictable weather pattern. On the southern Atlantic coast, particularly in Charleston, South Carolina, a dangerous combination of heavy rainfall and high tide has prompted a flash flood watch. The National Weather Service is concerned about the timing of the downpours, which are coinciding with high tide, creating conditions where the city's drainage systems are simply unable to handle the volume of water. As much as 1 to 2 inches of rain has already fallen, and an additional 3 inches is possible, increasing the risk of widespread flooding. The effects are already being felt. Charleston County Emergency Medical Services has had to shift to modified operations. While they are still responding to calls, they are prioritizing safety on flooded roadways and transporting patients to the closest appropriate hospital. Officials are pleading with residents to stay off the roads unless absolutely necessary, reminding them of the critical message: turn around, don't drown. Reports are coming in of several roads being closed and vehicles becoming stranded in the rapidly rising waters. This weather is being driven by a low-pressure trough that is drifting along the mid-Atlantic coast, creating organized, slow-moving thunderstorms that can dump an astonishing 2 or more inches of rain per hour. The flash flood threat is not limited to Charleston. Up the coast in North Carolina, the city of Raleigh is also grappling with a serious flooding situation, particularly on Capitol Boulevard. This low-lying area, which is known for its susceptibility to flooding, has once again been overwhelmed by floodwaters. We are receiving dramatic reports and seeing video of multiple cars submerged, with some being swept away by the current. Drivers who attempted to navigate the flooded roadway found themselves in a perilous situation, with vehicles becoming inoperable or being carried downstream. This is an incredibly dangerous and dynamic situation, and first responders are working tirelessly to conduct water rescues for stranded individuals. This crisis in the Carolinas comes as communities in the Midwest are still reeling from their own devastating storms. Over the weekend, the Milwaukee area in Wisconsin was hit by a historic rainfall event, with some locations receiving as much as 14 inches of rain in just a few hours. This extreme weather event, accompanied by wind gusts over 80 miles per hour, caused widespread damage, toppling trees, flooding homes, and leaving thousands without power.
Tenemos que pasar rápido. ¿Ah? No, yo no me meto por aquí. Lo siento, pero...
The human toll of these storms is still being tallied. In Milwaukee, the fire department and neighboring departments received an overwhelming 614 emergency calls over a 12-hour period, with 65 of those calls specifically for water rescues. One of those rescues involved a dramatic incident on the Root River in the Milwaukee suburb of Franklin. Authorities received a 911 call about a teenage boy who had been swept away by the river's fast-moving current. Rescuers were able to locate the boy about 100 yards downstream, clinging to a tree branch and a submerged log. They stayed in constant voice contact with him, reassuring him until they could reach him with an inflatable boat. He was successfully rescued and taken to a hospital for evaluation. The Franklin Fire Department later issued a strong warning, reminding the public that even as little as 6 inches of moving water can knock an adult off their feet, and 2 feet can sweep away most vehicles. In the aftermath of the Milwaukee storms, a state of emergency has been declared in Waukesha County to help free up state and federal resources for the recovery effort. The declaration states that the cost of recovery may exceed the resources available within the county, highlighting the immense financial and logistical challenge that lies ahead.
Wouldn't it?
Looking at the broader weather picture, the threat of heavy rain and flash flooding is not contained to the coasts. The forecast indicates that this danger will move inland, impacting areas from the Florida Panhandle to the Big Bend region on Monday afternoon, and then into northern Texas, Oklahoma, and southwestern Missouri by Monday night and into Tuesday. This pattern of intense, slow-moving storms is a sobering reminder of the immense power of nature and the need for communities to remain vigilant and prepared. The critical message for everyone remains the same: stay informed, heed all warnings, and do not underestimate the danger of rising water.
Very, very flooded and lots of lightning. And the reason that we remember which streets used to be creeks, because the creeks remember.